La Llorona, the weeping woman. Her name is like a soft, scary whisper in the dark. It's a story people tell all over Mexico. It's a story moms tell their kids. Stay away from the water when it's dark, or La Llorona might get you. Her story started a very long time ago. Some people say it began even before the Spanish people came to Mexico. They talk about an Aztec goddess, a goddess who cried because she lost her people. It was like a warning that bad things were going to happen. This old sadness got mixed up with newer stories. Stories about a woman named Maria. Maria was very pretty, people say. She lived in a little village. She fell in love with a rich man, a nobleman. He told her he would give her everything. They had 2 children. She loved them more than anything in the world. But the rich man changed. He got tired of Maria. He started talking about marrying someone else. Someone rich like him. Maria's heart felt like it broke into a million tiny pieces. Her love turned into a terrible hot anger. She felt like he had tricked her. She felt so alone. The world around her felt dark and scary. In her sadness, she did something awful, something she would feel sorry for forever. She took her children to the river. The water in the river was dark and moved very fast. Her pain and anger made her like she couldn't see right, and she pushed them into the water. The river pulled them away. Their little cries were swallowed by the sound of the loud water. Then the crazy feeling left her. She saw what she had done. A terrible fear filled her up inside. She screamed for her children. "Ay, mis hijos, my children." But they were gone. The river had taken them. Maria was so sad she looked for them day and night. She walked in the river. She walked along the sides of the river. She called their names until her voice was sore. But only the wind answered her. Some people say she died right there, died from being too sad and not eating. Other people say she drowned herself in the same river. Her spirit could not find any peace. It was cursed to walk around the earth, always looking for her lost children, always crying. This is how La Llorona, the weeping woman, was born. La Llorona looks like a ghost. People often see her near rivers or lakes or any place with water. She wears a long white dress. It floats around her like fog. Sometimes the dress looks clean and new. Other times it's torn and dirty with mud. Her hair is long and black. It covers her face. It blows around her in the wind. She moves without making a sound, like she's floating, not walking. A cold feeling follows her, a coldness that goes deep into your bones. What her face looks like is something people argue about. Some who say they've seen her say her face is beautiful, but a sad, sad kind of beautiful. Her eyes are full of tears, tears that just keep falling. Others say her face doesn't look human at all. They say it looks like a horse's skull, or like a blank space with nothing there. Maybe her face changes. Maybe it shows the horror in the heart of the person who sees her. Her hands are long and bony, always reaching out, always looking for something she can never find. The scariest thing about La Llorona is her cry. It's a sound of pure pain, a sad scream that cuts through the night. "Ay, mis hijos," she screams. "Where are my children?" The sound can seem like it's far away. Then all of a sudden, it's right next to you. It can make you freeze and not be able to move. It can make your blood feel cold. People say if you hear her crying far away, she's actually very close. If you hear it close, she's farther away. But who would want to try to find out if that's true? She brings a deep, scary feeling, especially to children. They are told not to go out by themselves after dark, especially not near water. La Llorona might think they are her own lost children. She might try to take them, to pull them down into the deep water. Grown-ups are scared of her too. Her cry reminds them of losing things, of feeling guilty, of things that can never be fixed. She is like a bad dream that walks the earth, a sadness that never goes to sleep, a constant cold feeling that she's nearby. Many people in Mexico say they have heard her or seen her. These are not just old tales, they are new stories told by regular people. A fisherman working late on the river. He hears a woman crying. He thinks someone is in trouble. He calls out. The crying gets closer, louder. He sees a white shape floating over the water. He turns his boat around and rushes away. He doesn't look back. He knows who it was. He felt the cold fear she brings. Another story is about some children. They were playing near a water ditch. Their mother told them to come inside. It was getting dark. They didn't listen. They kept playing. Then they heard it. A soft, sad cry. It got stronger. A woman in white showed up at the end of the ditch. She was walking slowly toward them. Her arms were reaching out. The children screamed. They ran home as fast as they could. They never disobeyed their mother again. They knew La Llorona was real. These stories are told over and over, from grandparents to parents, from parents to children. They are told around campfires. They are whispered in dark rooms. Every time someone tells the story, it gets a little scarier. A new scary part is added. Sometimes it's a cousin who saw her, or a friend of a friend. The stories feel like they really happened. They feel close. They make La Llorona more than just a legend. They make her seem like she could be real. A scary thing that hides in the shadows of the night. The little things in the story might change. Sometimes she is seen in a busy city, near a water fountain. Sometimes in a faraway village, by a well. But the main parts stay the same. The white dress, the long dark hair, the sad crying, the desperate search for her children. These parts that are always the same make the stories seem more true. They create a shared feeling of fear, a memory that everyone has of the weeping woman. She becomes a part of the place where people live. La Llorona is much more than just a scary ghost story. She is a big part of Mexican culture, like threads in a blanket. She is a symbol, a very strong symbol that lasts a long time. She stands for many things. She is the sad mother, crying for children she can't ever hold again. She is a warning about not trusting people, and about how bad jealousy and anger can be. Her story teaches about what happens when you do bad things, about actions that make you feel sorry forever, a scary reminder of choices people make. Her story is like a warning. For children, it's a reason to listen to their parents, to stay safe, to stay away from dangerous places. For grown-ups, it can be a reminder of what they need to do, of how important family is. Her sadness shows how people in the culture understand being sad, about losing something and never getting over it. She shows a pain that never goes away, a pain that people feel for many, many years. Her story is told with respect and a little bit of fear. The legend of La Llorona has made people create many kinds of art. There are songs about her, poems, plays, movies, paintings. Each artist shows her story in their own way. Sometimes she is a monster. Sometimes she is someone who was hurt. Sometimes she is both. How she looks changes over time, but what she is stays the same. The crying, the searching, the sadness that never ends. People are still interested in her. She still scares people. She's like an idea that helps people create scary things. Her story is strong. It lasts because it talks about deep feelings that all people have. Fear, feeling guilty, love, losing someone. She is a well-known part of Mexican folktales, and her story has spread outside of Mexico. People all over the world know her name. They know her sad story. The cold, scary cry of "Hey, Miss Hishos" keeps on echoing. It echoes through the streets, it echoes through the fields, it echoes in the minds of people who hear her story. La Llorona is always searching, always crying,